Welcome to the Fear Room channel. Enjoy your viewing. Children in the forest. 2 years ago, on a summer evening, I was driving to the village to visit my grandmother. She is very old. She is 83 years old. I went to her to help with the housework. The road to the village is long, about 2.5 hours. I decided to go in the evening because it was too hot during the day. I collected everything I needed, got on the minibus and went. There were only about 20 minutes of driving left when suddenly the driver stopped the bus and, without skimping on obscenities, announced that the minibus had broken down. All passengers got off the bus. By that time, there were about 5 people left at most. The rest had already gotten off at intermediate stops. We were in the forest near the old stop. The village was 4 kilometers from this place. The driver examined the bus for a few minutes, then said that repairs would take about an hour. All that was left was to either wait or get there on your own. All the passengers, including me, sat down on a bench at the bus stop. Suddenly, I saw 2 small children come out of the forest onto the road. A girl about 5 years old and a very small boy. He looked to be about 2 years old. They were dressed in dirty, torn shirts. When they came closer, I, growing cold, saw that their faces were mutilated and covered in blood. The girl, for example, had no eyes at all, and the rest of their bodies seemed to be mercilessly bitten by someone. Blood was still oozing from the wound. Scared, and I said to my fellow travelers, "Look at them. We need to help these children." But people looked at me in surprise and twirled their fingers at their temples. I waved my hand at them and ran up to the kids. I wanted to take them in my arms and run to the nearest village, but a second before I touched them, they simply disappeared into thin air. Then everything was like a fog. I don't remember very well how I got to my grandmother's house, how I drank a cup of tea and went to bed. In the morning, I told my grandmother about this incident. After listening to me, she told me a story that happened in these places about 20 years ago. It turns out that one young woman brought her 2 small children to that very stop and left them there alone at night. A few days later, mushroom pickers found their torn bodies. According to the police, they were torn apart by wolves. Their mother was quickly found. She explained her action by saying that she could not feed them. The woman was sent to prison for a long term. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be glad to see you again. Ahaha.